Hey guys, this is Smitty. I wanted to share this massive video I had in the Gaede, the Tier 5 German, I believe, destroyer. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, so any Germans out there, I apologize. My pronunciation is horrible. But we're starting off here on Sea of Fortune, and I will admit that I did have some paid actors in this one, but I also had the highest XP game that I've ever had at over 4,000 and liked it enough that I just wanted to kind of capture the video and send it to you. So as you see here, I am sailing up here into Sea Cap. I am a destroyer. I should be trying to get these capture points. I see the aircraft carrier coming towards me, and I'll be honest, I got a little sketchy there because I've died way too many times to aircraft carriers, so I start dodging a little bit just to kind of get away from it. But we're looking around, kind of see the teammates bunching up, checking out the aircraft carriers' planes, making sure I'm not about to get dropped. Once I go unspotted, turn the AA off so it can't find me, and we're going to sail up in here into the cap, which we can see is already being captured, so there is a destroyer in here somewhere, and we're going to do our best to find him. So right on cue, there he is. So we're going to launch some torpedoes way out in front of him, figuring he's going to, hit the turbo button and go, and start taking shots down towards him. So we're getting some good hits on him. We're getting shot at by somebody else. I'll be honest, I don't even notice the Suba coming in here as well. But you can kind of see him sailing in the same direction. I'm still kind of trying to blind fire the other destroyer here. And as you see, I zoom in here, and I don't know how that Suba's still alive. Like, that should have been a double strike for me, but he manages to, take one full broadside and not go down. The initial destroyer I did take down, so we're gonna turn around here and try to get back into the cap and start capturing this capture point. And honestly, I'm looking for the Suba as well, and I see him, start taking some shots at him, and I think I've got him. I'm going to get this one. So right as I get loaded up, somebody else grabs the kill from me. But as long as he goes down, it's all good. So we're going to get here into the cap. And I've already noticed that we've got a couple of ships hiding behind the islands here. So I know they're coming. And here's where the Emerald gets spotted. So I switched to AP because the AP on this ship is good. It will Citadel cruisers. And we start lobbing some shots down at the Emerald and immediately get a Citadel. Don't be scared if you're getting full broadside on a cruiser and you've got a destroyer with good AP. Switch to AP. You don't have to shoot HE the whole entire time. Send some shells at them and you'll be amazed at the damage it does. So we're still taking some shots at the gate, or at the Emerald. And we see these two battleships coming in, trying to line them up for torpedoes, but of course I'm the only one spotting them, so we're going to come out of the smoke here, see if we can line some of them up. In the meantime, we've captured the base. And we see the Baron. It seems like I should be able to line him up with some torpedoes, so we're going to send a couple his way and then send some right at the island in case the New York on the other side of it decides to come out. It's about the point where I decided I'm going to head over here into the other cap, capture this, look over here, see all my whole entire team all jumbled up in one area, and I'm not really sure why, but I guess I'm kind of thankful for it because they allowed me to get the damage and the XP that I got in this game just by kind of staying all jumbled together. So taking a look at the torps on the Baron, they're looking pretty good. And coming up here, you'll see where I have made a mistake. Land some torps on the Baron, do a lot of damage to them, get in the cap here and start capturing it, and I've forgotten that I'm still on AP. AP is not going to do as well, needless to say, against a big armored battleship as it would against a more lightly armored cruiser. And I haven't noticed yet that I've still got AP loaded up, and you can see this Baron's on nothing. And I kind of look over here, I see the New York, I don't really have a shot at him, but I start asking my teammates to go ahead and kill this Baron, and of course no one's in a position to do that. So I decide he's almost gone, I'll take some shots at him, and, start taking shots at him with AP that are just going to be kind of bouncing off of his armor, and I don't realize it at first. And so I'm just taking shots with AP. He's pretty well angled. They're just bouncing off of him, not really getting any pins. And then I realize I'm shooting AP. I should have been shooting the HE, and I probably would have already had him down. So switch over to HE, start backing up to take some more shots at him, and the carrier comes in, takes him down. So it's a Baron down, gone as well. Got 2 capture points, up to 50,000 damage. And now we're going to go back in here and look to get after this New York that we know is on the other side of this island. The New York, unfortunately for him, we're going to get in here, we're going to detect him, and he is just going to sail in a straight line, spoiler alert, and eat every single torp I send towards him. Which, like I was aware of him being behind the island and knowing he was there and kind of looking out for him the whole entire time. On the flip side, he's got to be aware there's a destroyer around. In the meantime, we see this Renown over here, and this guy is AFK. He evidently kind of set up, sailed to the edge of the map, and he's just sitting there. So I think about taking some shots at him, but he's AFK, so I'm not even going to worry about it. We'll deal with him later. We do see the carrier coming in, and of course I definitely want to take some shots at him, but I'm not in range yet. So we're going to sit here and just wait for this New York to come around the island. Eventually does. There he is. Send some torps his way. Going to try to get the ship turned here, so thought about sending torps over, towards the carrier, but he was going to get behind that island before the torps got there. And here I make another mistake, but luckily I don't pay for it because I get a little too close to the carrier and let him detect me, where I should have been paying more attention to how far away I was from the carrier. Take some shots for that. They don't do much damage. The New York still just sailing in a straight line. He's not long for this world. So get a couple of torp strikes on him there. He still hasn't moved, and the next set's coming in, and down he goes. So we're up to 82,000 down, 82,000 damage, a couple of kills. So now we're going to come around here because I want to sneak up on the carrier and the Renown that I know is over here that's AFK. So we kind of come around here to this side, and this is when I realized the Renown is definitely AFK. It's just sitting there. I guess he sailed over there and even cut the engine off because it's not, kind of border humping all the way down the line. But we see him, realize he's not really here, so we're going to go ahead and take this one out. Made another mistake here because got too close, got spotted, of course, and I'm paying no attention to the fact that the carrier is sending bombers after me. And I'm not going to lie, I did not know the carrier was sending bombers after me until the bombs kind of come skipping in, and I see this explosion right there, and then I'm like, oh yeah, let's sit here and see if we can get ourselves shot. So I go ahead and smoke up. You know, trying some blind fires, but the torps are almost there. Torps come in, hit the renown, take him down. There's your Confederate Dev Strike, and now we're up to 130,000 damage. And at this point, I know that the carrier is still on the other side of this island. Since I smoked up and he can't see me anymore, he has flown away to go kind of mess with somebody else. So I'll be honest, right here, I'm just sitting here waiting for the torps to come back. Um, I hit the radar just to kind of check, make sure he's still there. He is. He doesn't. He's not moving away from me, so he's just sitting there. So I don't know where he thought I went, or where he thought I disappeared to. But I'm just sitting here counting down seconds for my torpedoes to come back, so I can come around this island, take the carrier down. That'll be game over. So as you see, we've almost got the torps back here. Come around the corner of the island. I kind of wait to shoot because I want to make sure that I don't send a torp right into the middle of the island, which I've been known to do. I'm also kind of amazed at the damage the secondaries did to me in a short period of time, but at this point it's all over but the crying. So come around the island here. We're just going to go ahead and send both sets because nothing exceeds like excess. They're coming in here. Down goes the carrier. Another dev strike, and that'll be 170,000 plus damage out of that destroyer. And as you see here, over 4,000 XP. So I just wanted to share this game with everyone because, like I said, it was my highest XP game, and it was a pretty insane number for a destroyer. Here I'm going to show you my build just in case you're interested. It's all pretty much free to play commanders. I've got some guises on here, but we start off with the main battery mod 2 in the first slot. We've got steering gears in the second slot. Like I said, you see the commander. I can't recall what the commander actually is, who it is, but it's just the destroyer commander, and that's just the guys right here. Oh yeah, Eric Bay. So Eric Bay is the commander. We've got obviously Jersey Swarovski and Dang Sin Cheng for the concealment. We've got contact is imminent. I prefer that over observant rage because I just don't like the rudder shift debuff on observant rage. We've got look at me now for detectability, perceptive, smoke on the water, and unstoppable. So this has been my video I wanted to share with y'all about the highest XP game I've ever had and a serious game in the Gaede. I hope you enjoyed. Smitty out.